Welcome to No Match for a Blaster, Star Wars role-playing podcast, episode 32, Boots on the Ground. I'm your host and pod racer bookie, Ito Davis. If you're new here, No Match for a Blaster is an actual play podcast featuring the Morality Plays crew playing the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games. We'd like to take this opportunity to personally thank our Nerf Herders of the Week, David Ruth and Kelly Krell. At this level, David and Kelly get access to our exclusive Patreon feed to listen to our episodes days early. Plus, they get to name their very own NPCs on our show. Thanks, David and Kelly. To be our next Blasterheads or Nerf Herders of the Week, be sure to subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/moralityplays. To make sure that you don't miss any big updates, follow us on Facebook at No Match for a Blaster or on Twitter at No Match Podcast. So, sit down, buckle up, and strap in as we return back to the crew of the Atheon.
Previously, on No Match for a Blaster. The crew of the Atheon has succeeded in pilfering some of the Pirate King Rutledge's rarest treasures, and, seemingly, escaped with their lives. Now, however, their sights must turn towards their true mission on Orin, securing a trio of experimental, planetary defense cannons from the Imperial bases beneath the planet's surface.
This week, on New O2, we sit down with the Pirate King Rutledge and talk about how he got his start, pirating on the Outer Rim. Later, we discuss the coming conflict with the First Order.
And also, Nerf stakes. Are they good for your younglings? Find out later.
We meet with Star Rooster from Sarah's Farms to find out.
So, in last week's episode, Bobby's character died, so she'll be introducing a new character.
Oh my gosh. She really almost died. Okay, so, yeah, let's not actually forget this time. We'll do Force Dice. Force and
Dice.
Destiny.
Whoop.
I think
Oh
It
yeah.
It didn't scroll down, so I hit it twice. So the first one was 2 light side.
Yep, so we got 4 so far.
5 so far.
5 so far.
Because I remember I supplied that free one.
That's right.
6.
Yep,
With
one
Camiya's.
light side.
What do you think, Ito? Are you gonna roll, or are you just gonna take
no.
the 6 to 0?
No, I'm rolling.
Well, either way, it looks like we're finally having that beach episode.
Yes!
Excellent.
Oh my gosh.
So that's 2 for the bad guys. Unfortunately, they're light side, so we have 8 light side, 0 dark side to
Oh
start.
man, the Force is with us. Yeah, actually, the last episode that we put out, Brandon, we did talk about how we needed to have a beach episode where you slow motion ran across a beach. So
Yeah, did you actually remember
we got to
that?
deliver on that.
I remembered talking about the
Okay.
beach episode because to me it was like such an anime thing to do. And I was like, oh, we're totally going to have a beach episode.
I believe
But-
Claire compared Remy, his look as a young Hasselhoff.
And Mel Gibson and like 20 other people. I think.
A young Mel Hasselhoff. That's right.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Where was everybody? So Camiya was underwater.
Not dying.
Going towards not the water temple to the submerged Imperial research facility. Let's see. Remy, Cassie, Rethieve, and Imp holding...
Never forget him.
holding... Always. I constantly forget. Holding the case with the...
I know we were on our way back to the Atheon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether we narratively got there.
I think the elevator hits ding at the opening of this episode. So, Into, you guys were able to get the... I won't keep on saying dilithium.
The geode. It is a geode. It is the Kyber crystal.
Kyber crystal. You got the Kyber crystal geode in its case. Oh, you do not have the double-ended lightsaber that
We do not.
it is in the
We
ship
don't.
with Camiya
Right. It's with Camiya,
Yep.
so it's
Okay.
not
In
here.
Got it.
in
That's
a
right.
hidden compartment.
Correct.
Any other MacGuffin loot? Yes.
No. We stole one other item,
Yeah.
but we use it to frame the
Bert.
Forbert.
Oh, poor Bert.
So as to save our friend,
Little Schmitty.
Little Schmitty. I couldn't remember.
That's right.
I knew he was little. To save our friend Little Schmitty from being in trouble and make him look like a hero.
And we were also attempting to save Little Schmitty because we thought that was going to be Bobby's new character.
This is also true.
I'm also hanging out with a sassy droid.
Good old goat.
74
Hi, buddy.
floors above you, little Schmitty is spreading the word that there is a Jedi running around that stole the ship, mind controlling people, and that he alone will see this Jedi's head on a pike.
So, okay, well, there you go.
Vibro pike.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, if you're going to have a pike, it may as well vibrate.
Yeah.
You know.
And we're already 70-something floors
So,
away.
as long as we're 70-something floors away, it's all good. Then we're just going to unknowingly imitate Han Solo and walk casually towards the ship.
The ship.
And then
Walking
later,
casual. How does that even work?
later we'll fly casual. Hands in pockets, lots of whistling. You know,
the massive lift.
possibly finger guns.
The massive lift settles at the ground floor as light streams in, because light streams in everywhere, except for the lift shaft. And you're at the front entryway of the mountain facility. Yeah.
Cool.
And, yeah, you, 50 yards in front of you is the parking lot. Because I know Star Wars. Parking lot.
Parking lot. I can only speak for Cassie, but Cassie will walk as if she's in no hurry at all.
Yep, Remy does the same.
That was crazy. What? I've been with some crazy crews.
Hey,
but,
hey! Look at all those drinks you have. Why don't you drink one?
That's right.
He had one in each hand.
He has 4 Zimas taped to his space Zimas taped to his hands. This is terrible.
I thought we gave him some pina coladas or something too.
Nope, just the Zimas.
Just the space Zimas.
If you drink all 4 of them, you'll feel better. I promise.
Yeah, you start going up. You approach the lot. There, you see the Atheon. Congratulations! Yeah. It hasn't blown up.
We always think that's a good thing.
This episode it hasn't blown up. This episode,
yeah, I know it's blown up at least once,
Yet.
but
It hasn't blown up yet this episode.
Yeah,
Wasn't there another side quest we were gonna do?
there were so many side quests.
One of the secret facilities had weapons or something, we think. One of the secret facilities from our scan seemed very explodable.
Well, one of y'all's goals,
which is fun.
One of y'all's goals was to get while you were in the communications area was to get more information about the locations. There are 4 locations. When you guys came into atmosphere, you were only able to scan one of them. There were one in the desolate nowhere. There was one on the beach. There was one underwater, and there was one under what was called the free trade market, I believe. Is that right, Bobby?
Yeah.
And the one in Desolate Nowhere was the one we scanned.
Yes.
And that looks like a massive ammo dump.
It was a massive ammo dump, and on your holo map, it is labeled Powder Keg.
Oh, yeah.
I edited this episode yesterday.
That's fine. Yeah. So we're gonna... We really didn't get into the computer and scan stuff the way we were going to, but that's okay.
Partly because we forgot where they were.
Because we're
Not the
just...
computer rooms, but the facilities. Because we didn't...
walking casual, so...
That's right. Too late to go back and do that now.
Yeah, we're not turning around.
What? You don't want to go hang out with the Pirate King?
I like Little Schmitty and all, but I feel like he might rip my arms off at this point. I mean, the Pirate King, he's okay. He's a little crazy, but, you know.
You approach your ship.
Yes.
The Atheon.
You approach the Atheon. Next to the ramp, there is a small little... Gosh. There's a small...
Present. There's a small present.
Kinda.
In shiny red wrapping paper.
Nope.
Yay.
There is a small space starfish kind of a thing with a blaster shot right through the middle of it. It is dead.
I am very confused by that. Why is there a starfish?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it in space?
Mm-hmm.
And who shot it?
It is the space beach.
Are these the forensic things we can figure out while we stand here? Or do we need, like, rock music going on in the background while we stand over lab equipment?
You all look you guys are kind of thinking about it, and Retief is like, oh, God. So bad taste.
Care to let the rest of us in on the joke?
It's Killstar. That's his calling card.
That's his calling card? Because that seems very bulky to carry around.
It's a star, and he killed it.
An actual card.
Yeah.
I mean, have you discussed this with him? An actual card would be much more convenient.
Not to mention the smell on his ship must be
Oh
awful.
yeah.
Oh,
no,
terrible.
He's got a whole like tank
Terrible.
full of these things.
I mean, you could split the difference, get a paper starfish, and then like blast a hole in it. This seems like a lot of work.
And also, why is he leaving us a calling card?
I mean, we didn't get on his good side, but I mean,
We didn't get on his bad side.
I mean, we kind of got on his bad side, but
We stayed off of all sides of him.
That's right. We totally avoided him, except for when we arrived in the system.
Yeah, and even then, he was just mad at you. Oh,
he's mad at me, the captain of. He makes a big motion. Yeah.
okay, you're demoted.
I'm demoted.
Let's go. And I will enter the ship with my guns drawn, because I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
Give me perception.
Imp flies over and starts eating the starfish.
How how difficult is the perception check?
2 red.
Two reds.
2 red. 2 red.
Good lord.
I have 3 green I can help you out with.
Wow.
Nice.
I advantaged the heck out of it, but I didn't get any wins. So
We
3
didn't see it, but
advantages.
that's okay.
No successes.
It didn't see you either.
Yeah, that's fair. Later on in flight, we run into somebody like brushing their teeth in the fresher. Hey, what's up? Oh God.
Yeah, stuff happens.
You know, we're not actually bad at perception. It sounds like we're really bad at perception, but we're not. We have decent stuff in perception.
A yellow and 2 greens, straight up. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, just
but
want to state that for the record. We're not actually that bad.
Well, I think the dice argue otherwise. Apparently, we're terrible.
I mean, it's almost like Ito didn't want us to notice.
You have an uneasy feeling, and it might be the weird smell of the blaster shotted starfish.
Oh, that's not coming on board.
No, I know. But
I mean, the bits that are inside Imp are, of course,
it wafts in. Oh yeah, Imp will go after it. You pull him back.
Yeah, no, Imp totally. Yeah, he flew over and started eating it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
it's gross.
So those bits make it inside, but the rest of it we're not taking with us. Okay. In that case, Cassie's going to go over and sit in the pilot seat and start flipping switches and toggling things in a way that starts up the starship, almost absent-mindedly, as if she knows the ship like the back of her hand, which she does. And she gets ready to take off.
Between Retief and Remi, who has better piloting?
Ooh. Planetary pilot. He has 1 yellow, 2 green.
Yeah. Is he going to help?
Yeah, well, what are you guys going to do?
Take off. First of all. Second of all, we're going to... We're flying casual.
Retief, why don't you go see if you can help Cassie get us out of here?
Okay. Yeah. All right. He goes up to the bridge.
I'm not really sure what Remi's going to do. I guess he'll just kind of look around the ship. I don't know.
Yeah, if you would, check for anything somebody with a perception might have missed. But I mean, it's logical if we see his little kill starfish there that maybe he did throw something else up inside, or has like a spy inside, or a droid or something. So looking around probably helpful.
Yeah, sure.
So we got the Delta. You guys still need your Corvettes.
Is this Rathiv giving us the rundown?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't you hear this? Can't you hear my amazing voice acting skills here?
She looks over at Rathiv
Wow,
and
it sounds
says,
like it
Shut up.
sounds just like Salvatore.
Shut up, Bobby.
She looks over at Rathiv and says, "I don't know what you're talking about," and then holds her finger to her lips for silence.
Oh, he goes to make the same motion and boops himself in the face with a Zima bottle.
And we're just
Seems
gonna
about right.
we're just gonna gently lift off, and then we're gonna proceed in a slow, lazy bank out over the beach, where we'll have a chance to scan that spot that we wanted to scan.
Give me an easy piloting with a blue die.
I have so many advantages that it's possible I clipped another ship on the way out, but I look so good doing it. That's 6 advantages.
Somebody looks up and is just like, "Dang, that
Yeah.
was cool as hell."
That looks cool as hell.
These are the rolls where I'm just kind of like,
How did you do it? I love that you didn't get anything on the purple die, the one purple die.
Yeah.
You just got 6 advantages.
Yeah.
Does this
Out
mean
of a
that-
possible 8.
Well, she failed to pilot. Does she not get it off the ground? I'm so confused.
I'm confused too. These
it's
rolls are the ones that
just-
drive me crazy.
It's like pulling your car out of a parking lot.
You start up the engines, you start turning, you start lifting off a little bit, and you do feel a bit of a shudder. You look at your diagnostic, and there's like this nice goo that like something dislodges off the ship from the underside. And as you kind of you go up about 15 feet, and you spin around a little bit, and it looks like it's effectively like a boot was very poorly put on the underside of your ship.
Oh. That's what you were trying to do to us.
There's a symbol on the side of it too.
I'm guessing it's a star-shaped symbol.
Starfish with little X's over its eyes.
No.
And a little blaster shot through the middle.
He just made an enemy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see him again.
He's not a very good pirate, but
No, he's a terrible pirate.
um
Well, that having happened, which is embarrassing, and I'm a little worried about my landing gear at this point, I'm still gonna proceed with flying out over the beach as if we're looking around.
Part of me really wants us to land and go get that boot so that we can then put it back on his ship.
Please do that.
Is his ship there?
No, unfortunately, no. But oh man, what was that?
I've never actually flown this before, and oh. Also that, and she points towards the boot.
Is that a starfish with dead eyes?
Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like.
We should take that just in case we ever run across one of his ships. Then we can put it back on one of his.
I mean, it's just lazy craftsmanship. Like he could have just had turned the gravlocks on at the at the landing site. This is just sloppy.
It is sloppy. Best we should teach him how to use it properly.
I agree.
Right. I will ease it back down and let Remy run out and grab it.
Yeah, Rathiv will help. He'll take off his Zima bottles.
Woo!
Hopefully at least some of them are empty by now.
No, they're really gross.
All 4 of them are empty right now. But mostly because he keeps trying to do things.
Add a star boot.
Star Killer ship boot.
Yeah.
Added.
It's about a quarter of the size of the old, of Remy's old car.
Okay, it'll fit in the cargo compartment.
Yeah.
We got room. All right, and now it's time to fly casual.
All right, so you're going to go towards the beach. So you're not going where Camiya said that she was going, and that you guys said you were going to meet up at.
We assume she's fine because we don't know any better. So yeah,
She is.
and she hasn't called and said she's in any kind of trouble since. So
All right, so above head, there are ships kind of, zooming about. They're still doing patrols and crossing and stuff like that. You're able to take off. You do have the holo maps saying where that facility should be. So they are still looking for this quote-unquote Jedi, I guess. Yeah. But you're also not clicked into their frequencies, so...
Yeah, and I'm flying as if we're just sort of enjoying the sunset.
You're
the noon sun time in the
casual?
side. Yes, very casual. In other words, we're not zipping away in a suspicious manner.
Okay.
So,
you fly for a bit. You follow the coastline. It does look kind of, Cancun, Daytona-ish. So there are buildings and there's smatterings of starships on the ground, and there's a lot of people on the beach that mildly look like pirates. There's a lot of vesters in the hot sun. It looks really uncomfortable.
Vesters in the hot sun is Star Rooster's side band.
It's very 90s alternative rock.
Star Rooster likes to expand his horizons.
You start to approach another little cluster of buildings, which starts to look a little similar. You start to notice that you go from ships and newer buildings, and then you start getting into buildings that look more Duracrete, that are a little more familiar to you, people from Hoban. And you start seeing a large, imposing building among all of these that is currently being used as a pretty sizable repair bay, kind of a shipyard-esque kind of place out here. And it looks like that might be it.
Can we scan it?
You can. Give me a computer's use. So here's the thing. Are you going to scan the main facility, which people will notice if you're going to do a deep scan of the facility? Or you can try and, scan indirectly, because your kind of knowledge is that these things have been underground and everything, but it's going to be a little more difficult.
Okay, so what's the difficulty on the indirect scan?
The indirect scan is going to be a moderate with 2 black die.
I don't know if I can do that.
You can do it.
You say that.
I do.
Well, yes, but I'm going to set off all the alarms on the planet at the rate we've been rolling. At the rate I've been rolling.
That's fine. I'm not even on planet. I'm under planet.
I got 3 successes, but also 2 threats. So,
see, I know you could do it.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to scan. You do it indirectly, so you're kind of coming in from the water down to the area that, your assumption is that it's going to be many, many, many levels down. So instead of scanning directly the surface location, you're kind of coming at it from the angle. So you're doing a much deeper, the scan is having to go farther and through more things. But this way, where everyone's getting a, weird tan and, working on their star jet skis, they're not going to really notice that they're being scanned actively. You scan down there, and it's a pretty big facility. It definitely is enough space to house the corvettes. You're getting a whole bunch of smaller smattering of energy signatures. Your thought is that if this is the right place, it would have a massive bloom of the 3 energy signatures within it. Even if it's dead, It still has to be able to, because the power cells that run these ships obviously would have to be working for you guys to even come after it. So you're seeing a whole bunch of smattering of much smaller ones.
I share my findings with Remi, of course.
Disadvantages is something happens.
Always something with you.
Okay. Do you want to cut it over to Cammy?
Yeah, she's underwater, and it's been her and Goat just firing back and forth for a few minutes, and I want us to eventually get to a point where Goat's so, tell me about Cassie. Just what about Cassie? and we start, and then we just continue to talk about Cassie.
Does she have a droid at home?
Oh.
Beep boop. Boop. Boop.
She can read it. Like, just to remember that. But no, she doesn't have a droid.
Boop.
I mean, like, yeah.
Does she want
totally,
one? Yeah.
Yeah, she loves that kind of... She loves, like, you know, electronics and stuff like that. She'd be into that.
Boop.
I mean, but you're, like, with Retheve, though, right? What's up? What's wrong with Retheve? Like, all the time?
He kind of like, he's not partnered up with Retheve. Like, Retheve doesn't own him. Mm-hmm. He is actually being lent out from Uashal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you work with Uashal. What's she like? I didn't actually meet her.
It's good. It's good. I mean, like, I'm very happy to be on this ship. I've got, this was my purpose. I got here, and I'm in the Delta, and it's, I mean, you see him kind of pause for a moment, as it seems like even for a droid, he's kind of holding back some information.
Okay, so like holding back information about Uashal.
Yes, and kind of purpose. So you could try and do a social and press him for that information if you want.
Yeah, I want to talk to the droid.
Social the droid.
Yeah. Okay, what do I need? Can I charm him?
If that's the route you want to go. You guys have not been getting along very well.
No, that's true, but she's not gonna like, hey, Blasterhead, come on. You gotta tell me about... No.
He only has a presence of 1, so...
Yeah, okay. What is it just against his presence?
I believe so. Or is it willpower? Willpower is also 1.
Wow, okay.
It's a droid.
Yeah. It's just against 1 purple die?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys were arguing. 1 black die.
Sure. That makes sense. Alright, a success and 2 advantages. Your purpose. You're an R2 unit, right? You're usually about, fixing ships, navigating? I'm a highly modified RE2 unit.
I was put back together from parts from our R2 unit that was very, very old. And that's why I'm able to interface with the Delta so well. And there are a lot of options on this thing.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Oh, wait. I'm not... I mean, you don't need to... I mean, I'd like to... but you don't...
Watch this, and he turns on the vibrating seat option.
Come on. We're bringing it back. I mean, as long as it's not something that's going to break it. What's it do?
I mean, Cassie's into ships, right?
Yeah, Cassie's pretty into ships.
Like, so... You see those buttons over there?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Delta 7? Delta 6?
Would I have any familiarity with this?
No. So it was a footnote.
School. I don't know.
It was a footnote. Like if you went into the military and then you went to the motor pool, and then at one point they're like, "Hey, back in like World War I, World War II, they made duck boats." You heard about it. You've seen a picture. You might have seen a video of it or a holo of it. So what they essentially say is that like, they didn't always put hyperdrives into ships. And a workaround for that on smaller vessels were the Delta 5s. Look how goofy they look. That's funny. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, not really. I mean, I've never flown one.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah. This puppy, this thing can essentially tow another object or ship into hyperspace.
What?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, I mean, theoretically, it's still a prototype, but it only has certain jump locations that have been computed way before me. So it can only go to and from a few select locations. But
really,
yeah,
which locations?
I mean, what'd you get? You got 1 success and 2 advantages?
Yeah.
All right, you can get one more. You can get 1 location out of him.
Okay.
It's based off a Jedi vessel. The core Jedi world is one of the jump locations, which is still actually a planet. And there's still people running around. And yeah, that's one of them. So like right now, if we wanted to, we could take we could take a lot of water with us and jump straight to that location.
Huh. So I don't know, how big a thing are we talking that this thing can tow?
It depends on how, how much risk you're gonna do. Like you can pull a lot of things into its slipstream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cassie aside, I probably shouldn't be telling you all this. But
why not? It's not like we get to keep it.
Well, yeah, but Uishal is actually my master, and she wouldn't be happy about this. So,
but us knowing, I mean, she wanted us to get it for her.
You see conflict with him. You see.
I see conflict. I see conflict in type, though. So
it's just ...
Yeah, it's just the ... that keeps going. Yeah.
You see that his restraining bolt is starting to like push back at him a little bit.
It sounds like it sounds like a dial-up modem. Like if you ever...
It's got a restraining bolt.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem nice.
It is not a super aggressive Imperial flavored one, but it is there. Yeah.
Oh, we're totally taking that off later.
Oh, absolutely. We have to free the droid.
You slowly come up and you start to arrive to the underwater Imperial research base.
The water temple.
The water. No, it's not. No.
The water temple.
No.
Sounds canon to me. Water temple.
Yeah. I get out my ocarina.
You start coming towards it, and it has one of those kind of secure moon pools. Do you know what a moon pool is?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Okay. So
you can describe it for the listeners.
It's really hard. Okay, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Okay, so you dive down a little bit and you come up, and as you come up, it's a domed structure that kind of works as a small transport receiving bay. So whenever the Delta comes up, it kind of bobs up like a little boat, and then you kind of dock into a little area. And it is a very cleaned out, very empty area. Mm-hmm. And there are, of course, massive Durasteel doors. Very similar to the ones on Hoban, from which, you guys had a lovely time messing with.
Yeah. So, am I, super out of comm range for the rest of the party?
The Atheon has very good sensors. So, yeah, you can contact them. When the facility was powered up on Hoban, and you went into the facility, that's where comms got kind of wibbly. Mm-hmm. But you're not really inside of it right now. You're still in the mouth of it. At the mouth.
Right,
More importantly, what type of music is playing in the background, so we know if this is a good place or an evil place.
Ooh, that is
also,
important.
what color is the track lighting?
Ooh.
Track lighting is... It's an Imperial place. So it is...
so it's red.
Well, it's not a Sith place. It's like stark white.
Okay.
It's like gunmetal's black and stark white.
She'll come in. Boop boop boop. Boop boop boop. Boop boop boop. It makes boop sound.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Cassie. How's it going?
We didn't order any.
Ha ha ha.
You have the wrong number.
Right, very funny.
How are things?
I'm at the water base.
Uh-huh.
Where are you guys?
We're on the beach base, but that doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
You went to the beach and you didn't take me?
You weren't around. That's not my fault. I can't put my life on hold just because you weren't here.
Goat senses love.
Say hi to Goat for me.
I bet there's an annoyed boop.
So does it look like it might be there, or do we need to go check out this last spot, do you think?
I'm gonna pop in and let you know what's up.
Okay.
If I go up to that door, can I just open it, or is it, like, locked?
Oh, no, it's definitely be locked.
Hey, Goat, you think you can get in there?
I mean, I can try. Yeah. I mean, I definitely wasn't retrofitted for this type of thing. But I can try. My slicing isn't fantastic.
I bet Cassie would be really impressed if you could get it.
Like he like floops, like his comes out of the socket of the delta and rolls off the nose and then plops on the edge of the pool. Well, what are you waiting for? Come on.
Yeah, she's gone.
So you approach this mass. Are you going to leave the comm open?
Yeah, I'll leave it open long enough to see if I can get in the door.
Okay.
Oh, did I hear that conversation then?
Probably.
Oh, so you do need me. Okay.
2 yellow, 1 green. This is going to be a hard difficulty, hard difficulty door.
Okay.
You can roll it.
All right, sure. Nice. Well done, Goat. He got 3 successes and 2 advantages.
So he interfaces with the door for a little bit. He's takes him a little while to communicate with it because it's old Imperial, and the things that he was retrofitted with was not even Imperial. So it's a little bit out of his comfort zone as far as computer languages go. But after a moment, you do hear like a rotation and a clunk as the doors kind of slowly like scissor open, and you get that familiar smell of stale air. Beep beep boop.
Sorry, I don't have a readout now.
Boop. He starts like moving into it. He turns on his little headlamp.
I go with him.
All right, you start.
See you in a few minutes, Cassie.
Yeah, we'll be there soon.
So you in front of you. You see a very long, moving corridor. It's just the power inside of this place hasn't. Like, you're on very, very low, like, emergency lighting. In the facility that Cassie was working on in Hoban, she actually hooked up the engine power to the facility to kind of boot it open. You guys don't have that. So
right.
You're going through a shadowy Imperial facility. Yay.
With Goat's little headlamp. We look for computer terminal of some sort.
The first thing you see is 2 hallways, one going left, one going right, and then it proceeds also down farther. The main hallway you're in stays the same pretty massive width.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out if Camiya knows the right-hand rule. Yeah, I think if it looks like she sees a door or something somewhere, like if it's the closest door down a hallway or whatever, she's going to go into the closest room and kind of poke around.
So you turn off to the side.
Yeah.
And what you see, massive storage kind of area. You see massive Durasteel boxes. Give me a perception.
I shall perceive. What's my difficulty?
Your difficulty is 2 with a black die.
All right. Okay, I just failed.
Okay.
I don't notice a thing.
You go in there, your footsteps echo in the room, dry metal and Duracrete sounds. You do hear dripping off to the side, but yeah, for as much as you can see, it looks like a massive kind of warehouse area.
I go check out the dripping. Does it look like the wall or the ceiling is leaking or something?
No, it is a container. The container is dripping. So the boxes are roughly.
Does it look like a pod, Ito?
No, they're.
Does it look like a pod?
They're kind of like rounded corner bricks, and one of them has a crack running down the side of it that's about big enough for you to fit your hand into, and it's dripping this kind of black ichor.
Do I feel like it's probably like a fuel type thing, oil or whatever?
Yeah, sure. What it is?
Hey, Goat.
All right.
You know what this stuff is? I guess. Just give me like a boop for yes. Okay.
He puts out that like third foot, that front foot, and kind of like rolls over the goo for a moment and rolls back. And the R2 unit does his best shrug.
Okay. There's Goop. Yes, we'll keep that in mind. She goes and looks somewhere else. If she doesn't see like a computer terminal or something that she can use here, she'll, step into another room.
Yep. So you exit this room. You're back in the hallway. You go to the other room?
Yeah.
All right. You go in there, and you see a whole bunch of what look like empty back-to-tanks. You see rows and rows and rows of them. You estimate there might be like 60 medium-sized back-to-tanks, all of them empty. Mm-hmm. There are computer terminals here, but they look mostly networked into that kind of system.
Are they on?
No. Your emergency power, so there's barely lighting in the hallways.
Camiya is kind of feeling that if there's a place that has a whole bunch of giant corvettes, it's probably not going to be the place they put underwater, but you never know. So she's just going to keep looking because she doesn't know how to turn the power back on.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just going to keep walking around until the rest of her crew gets there. Yeah, she's going to keep looking and see if she finds anything interesting. She doesn't know what to do with these empty back-to-tanks or the computer terminals that are not working.
Yeah, you can proceed deeper into the facility.
Yeah, keeps going.
All right. So, other group, you guys can go pretty quick. She spent, I don't know, let's say 15 minutes so far. Not a ton. And some stuff does happen after this, but you guys get roughly in the region of the underwater location. There are ships zipping around overhead.
Okay.
You give me a computer use average.
Average, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Computers, you say? Lots of successes. 3 of them, in fact, and again with the 2 threats.
Okay. So. Your computers did tag Killstar's ship earlier, and he is doing frantic circles in this kind of quadrant of the planet. He was one of the people who was trying to follow the Delta, and everyone saw that it hit the water at a velocity that should not have been sustainable. But he's running around pretty frantically in his ship. You do see him overhead every once in a while, in enough of scanner range.
Well, let's take a scan as we fly over the facility first. See if we can detect large corvettes down there.
Okay, give me. Let's see. Give me the same average with 2 black.
Average, but this time we don't have to be subtle about it.
You don't have to be subtle about it, but there's no above ground entrance.
Okay. For all that, a single success with no advantages or disadvantages.
You did it, though.
Criffing, hooray.
You are getting a pretty massive energy signature.
Okay. What I would like to do, if we can do this, is wait for Killstar to be over the horizon, and then duck beneath the waves. But duck beneath the waves a pretty good distance away from the facility, and then go underwater to the facility itself.
All right, give me a roll. You're not bound by time really, so it's just going to be easy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm taking my time, being flying casual. Oh, do I get the upgrade from what's his name?
Rafif?
Is he up me out?
Yeah. He's taken off his Zima bottles.
Skaboom. Wow, that was terrible. So I failed, but I got 4 advantages. So we're all going to die. Green, 1 yellow, 2 greens versus a purple.
A single purple.
I can't seem to roll that many successes today.
But you're getting advantages all over the place.
I am chock full of advantages.
Okay, so he notices, but a good thing happened. Well, something happened. So the Atheon slips under the water. Killstar's going to stay in the area.
That's okay.
Yeah, you guys are acting.
There's a showdown with him sooner or later.
Thanks for listening. To make sure you don't miss any big updates, follow us on Facebook at No Match for a Blaster or on Twitter at No Match Podcast. If you enjoyed our show, please leave us a review on iTunes and visit us on Patreon at patreon.com/moralityplays. No Match for a Blaster is a podcast by Morality Plays. Star Wars, Edge of the Empire, Age of Rebellion, and Force and Destiny are made by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Our theme is by Kevin McLeod, sound effects by Tristan Lundgren, Vindus, and Akmov. And I would like to thank my amazing players. Brandon playing Remy Drobash, Claire playing Cassie Saris and Bobby playing Camiya Saris. And of course, I'd like to thank you, our listeners, and we'll see you soon in a galaxy far, far away.